So, it is time. It is time. First of all, we shall jump into Sneezy. Getting a bit sneezy there. Achoo! That could be bad this day and age. Like, with people are afraid of others who sneeze. So I mean, he could be like the most dangerous character in the game, who could like potentially send countries into lockdowns and absolutely destroy people's livelihoods. No, but seriously, Sneezy. So here we go. Let's have a look at his kit. Wilds, we do have that there. The hero offense, 7 dwarfs, the miners. That's a very interesting tag. It shows you what side. They're just being PC for the sake of being PC, even though they say 7 dwarfs there. Like, why put them as a category as miners? Like, it's completely like this. Why? Like, that's just complete. Right. That being said, let us move on. I thought they got the adventure tag. They don't get adventure tag? My bad. My bad. Offensive though. Interesting. Alright. So let us jump into the basic. I wonder if they'll be given an adventure tag later. Not sure. Break. By the way, so this is broken in the game, which is, for anyone who's surprised, hey, guess what is broken? But, so the break effect will be, let me just see here, the break effect, I'll pull this up for you, is, the break effect, I'll pull out what its actual meaning will be. Break effect will be, let me just jump around here for you, jump around, jump, where are we were talking about it in our chat, this morning, so here we go, let me just, jump over for you all. The missing key to break. Break will be receive 5% additional damage and has 5% less tenacity, and it can stack a max of 7 times. That means potentially 35% damage intake from somebody, but also 35% less chance to resist things. So straight away, that has been given the old, this is going to be like a raid kit, just helping more people get more raid damage, make raids more easier for people trying to go and break into that heroic battles and make things easier, make raids easier, because they don't want, the way the company works, they don't want people to be struggling all the time. They want people to move forward so that people can actually just get into the raids, beat things down. The more characters you unlock, and more reason for people to spend on these characters to help make them more game modes easier. And this is like a lot of their business model. So that being said, now I will say on a side note, this does have other implications. This can just be good on some other PvP teams. More damage is always good. Tenacity is good for people with high tenacity, and get around others, especially with the likes of Tiana. Will be interesting to see. I think Tiana will still work against this because she will remove the effect itself, and it's not based on tenacity but based on her effect. She is not giving characters more tenacity, she is removing by chance things coming in. So there will be characters that can still work around this and still be a pain, like she's still going to be absolutely a pain. But aside from raids, this has potential. I'm going to put it out there. I know people are going to be doing it. Us here at the club, we do a lot of theory crafting and maximizing things for all sorts of game modes, and that includes leaderboards, damage contests. Break will be a potential pivotal chance for maximizing damage on leaderboard contests. There might be an important character to be slotting in, and it may not care about whatever character's level is, as long as they've got the ability unlocked that they can inflict break. They can put it onto a character. You can get increase your damage by 35%. So say if you have built up a character, you can get 100k attack in. Boom, stack breaker. You can get that 100k damage to build up to 135k. And just push you from here on the leaderboards to boom, here to the people at the top can potentially maximize this to push themselves right up to the very top. So not only raids, leaderboard, damage contests, things like this, anytime you can slot them into a team is going to be pivotal. And it's going to be all about that team building. How do we slot this another character into this team to maximize everything? And that's what we're going to be doing. This is what we always do, and this is what we love. So that is definitely going to be a thing. So stay tuned for that. But that being said, on here, so we see here you can inflict break, and it will be a max of 7. So, and as we saw with pulling that little note up, because they did see that it was broken, that they break. Love it. Anyway, I'll have enough of those little puns. But that will be amazing. He can do that from like his straight basic gear tier. So as soon as you get, all you need to do is have him unlocked, and you can throw him in to maximize this team on those other leaderboards. You will need him to be maxed for raids. So people gonna spend. Then here, 40% chance to purge helpful effect. That's gonna be pretty good. And then down here, if the target has a max break, inflict vulnerable. Now that right there is what is gonna put him over the edge to make him amazing for leaderboard damage contests. He is going to take the position. He can not only stack breaks, but also put a pretty much guaranteed crit once they are there. So he can get them to max damage, put a crit on them, and then you just need the person to do the thing. So it's do the thing. So there is going to be max damage potentially using Sneezy. So he will have his place with any of those people who love pushing the limits. I'm definitely one of them. So dig. There's gonna be bonus here. All right, so off to work we go. Hi ho. Yeah, that's gonna be a thing. Grant unstoppable for 1 turn on target teammate. The miners, the dwarves. Let's call it the dwarves. The dwarfs teammates gain 15% speed meter. Interesting. Okay, so right there we are to be expecting more dwarfs. It'll be interesting to see if we eventually get all 7, or if we only get 5 of them for this first legendary event. We'll have to wait and see. So here, 1 turn of unstoppable, 40% chance when you're upgrading this to get 1 turn on this character. So you're going to get it for this teammate, and then an additional potential for 1 turn for this character too. That's interesting. So for the target teammate, 1 turn for the target teammate, and then more speed for dwarfs, and then potential chance for him, so you can give it to 1 plus others himself. 20% speed meter when you get level this up, and then extra chance is going to go up to a 50% chance for one turn on a random minus teammate. So that would include himself. So it'd be 40% chance for himself, and then 10% chance for other ones. So with tactics, you can give it to guaranteed himself plus 1 other. Interesting. And then max level get here 9 will be 25% speed. Okay, interesting. Unstoppable. You have to go to the correct person to get that effect up. I hate how they don't have all these links worked in properly. I'll have to go find someone, but pretty much you won't be able to get stun, charm, and all that. So let's move on forward. So that being said, passive. At the start of battle, grant 30% bonus crit chance to all of the dwarfs. This lasts until the character is defeated. I wonder, since they are putting in minors, I wonder if we'll get other minor characters, characters that are minors in other movies that are not the dwarfs. Are there any other Disney movies out there that has other minors? Jump in the comments below and let me know if you can think of any. So I want to hear from you. But anyway, the dwarfs. So this character lasts until this character is defeated. Interesting. So 30% bonus crit chance to all of the miners. Interesting. So more damage. I wonder if I have a feeling we might get a dwarfs, Snow White and Dwarfs damage leaderboard shortly after the legendary is released, and this is how we're going to be maxing damage. I have a feeling this is definitely going to be happening. I have a feeling this is happening. There's just like glue just putting the stepping stones all into place. Alright, on the miners, the dwarf, I'm not going to say dwarfs. Receiving silence, 20% chance to cleanse. Interesting. 20% chance is still fairly low, but useful. Silence is still around and running rampant. Put a Tiana in there, and then they're going to be resisting helpful effects, which is kind of nice. And then 20% chance, 10% chance to cleanse a harmful effect. So 25% chance for, so it's kind of a little bit like a mini Tiana for the dwarfs, but not really. Interesting. Oh yeah. Crixus, what's up? Welcome in. We've just been talking over the dwarfs, and for anyone else who's watching on YouTube who is not here live, we do stream, so link to the Twitch is in the description below if you do want to catch me live. But we were talking about how they are pretty much setting up for these guys to be key in raids, but also damage leaderboard contests. They're going to be the character to put the tip of the iceberg. They can increase your damage by 35% and put a vulnerable on as well, so that removes you having to have an extra spell or a character to give crits. So he can do both, extend damage as well as crits. So they're going to be key. They are definitely going to be key in multiple game modes. So on turn start, this character has a 40% chance to do the following: do damage to, so damage everybody, and then add on a purge. So damage everybody, add on a purge when you level them up, more damage, less damage cost. So ooh, taking it down to a 2 damage cost. It's coming. That's not actually bad to just do AoE damage purge every 2 turns, and especially if you're running this with someone who's going to be giving MP, to get that regular AoE purge out there. Ooh, run him with like a Ralph, and just AoE purge constantly. That could be a bit of a pain. Add in like stacking more damage. Purging things, like they could potentially be a pain to deal with, because helpful effects and especially harmful immunity, if you can get rid of that, that is one of the most painful things there is out there at the moment, that blocks so many teams. It'll kind of block his effects in his break, but once you break through that, right, I want to stop with these little puns eventually, because we move on from Sneezy. But I wonder if all the dwarfs will be giving break as well. Ooh, if all the dwarfs are given break, that could be interesting. That could be an easy way to stack it. Ooh, okay. We'll see where we're going here. But it is definitely going to be key. Him as a character, as I said, wrapping it up, he is going to be good in a lot of game modes. Raid, more damage, getting the crits, less of tenacity is going to be helpful. He's going to be able to be team build. Potentially he might be viable in PvP, as I said, maybe Ralph teams. And I think in damage leaderboards is going to be like his main use. So for those of you who are thinking, like, I've heard a lot of people saying kits are underwhelming. Like, you just need to have the right mind, put them in the right team, and work around them right. And I have a feeling they are going to be key. They're going to be interesting for a lot of things. Mole from Atlantis is the only other miner I can think of. Oh, Snow White jumping on in there with the quick tips. That would be interesting. Adding another miner into it if they're going to be more than that, and then potentially more teams. Ooh, Interesting. Alright, well, we'll have to wait and see that. Sneezy, you've had your chance. Let me know what you all think about Sneezy in the comments below. We're here on the stream. I'll be chatting with you all. Achoo! And I promise I won't sneeze on you and give you anything. So, stay tuned. We'll be back with some more. And we'll stick around. So, I want to hear from you all. Comments below. And see you all on stream.